everybody, and welcome to this episode of the FauxShow. Today is Wednesday, March 28th. My name is Angela.
From stormy Washington State, my name is Chris.
And as most of you know, the FauxShow is not a real show. It is a social experience because I don't look at you. I look at the chat room, which I have here on my iPad.
I've got it full screen right here on my computer.
Woo! It's over there on a monitor where we can actually see ourselves.
That's really handy.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, the thing to really care about is, boom, right here, best lower third. Best lower third, right here.
Oh,
right here.
Okay, there it is.
Nobody cares you got it over there, man. Because it's right here.
Okay, but yours full screen is
because mine takes up my entire freaking screen. This is a 1080p display, and the entire thing is consumed by chat room. That's a big deal.
Well, everybody's saying hello. So tonight's show is Polly What? And basically, this show is going to be all about poly words.
Now, this is my fault. Because Angela said to me, like on Monday, she said, you have any ideas for what we should do on the FauxShow this week? And I said, well, this isn't really my area. You kind of figure this out, and I'm just along for the ride. But, you haven't done anything controversial that makes people uncomfortable for a while.
For a while, yeah. Because I've done, the lady flower. I've done boobs. I've done some sex statistics stuff. What else?
Probably some about poop. I don't know.
Oh, yes! Poop.
You know what? Actually, what reminded me of it is I was out here working in the studio, and we had, FauxShow Fridays on the live stream. It's just old FauxShows running all day long. Mm-hmm. And we had one where you and Jeremy were talking about, like, the cellulose product they put in meats, and I was like,
wood. Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, that was a really good FauxShow, and so that's kind of what made me.
Okay, well, anyway, so I was like, hey, I got it. Let's do it on polymory, right? Which is, we'll go into that in a second. And he was like, no. So I decided I will save that. I'm reading a book on it, and right. I'll do a better.
Because we don't want to. Because that's that could be that's some people's lifestyle. I don't want to get that wrong. I don't want to be all
there is no getting it wrong. It's very wide open.
Okay, all right. So. Whoa, okay, all right. Well, hello there. Hello.
But anyway, so poly means many.
Right.
So when it is prefaced in a word, this is back to English in 9th grade, well, actually even sooner, but I specifically did a lot of the prefixes in 9th grade for some reason. Anyway, it means many. So then it follows
you want to know
word.
The first use I ever heard of it?
Okay.
Polyphonic ringtones.
Really? That's the first?
Well, the one that really sticks out. The one that really sticks.
And what does it mean?
Well, it just meant that the ringtones had multiple tones to them.
Well, I know the multiple part.
They were more advanced.
Okay.
That's all it meant.
Okay.
You remember?
So, like, not, like if it were in picture terms, it would be not 8-bit.
Yeah.
It'd be 256.
yeah. I don't even think they were like that much.
I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I think it just made sense because he answered me.
Well, it might have been like they supported like MP3s and things like that instead of like little MIDI files, those kinds of things.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Poly Linux. Hey, that's a good one.
Yeah.
From Soul Knife in the chat room.
No.
All right. Well, so the first thing that I want to talk about is polygamy.
Okay.
That's with an M. Polygamy. I actually learned something new by researching the show.
Is that with polygamy?
Polygamy is the custom of plural wives or husbands. So it's like under polygamy, you have polygyny with an NY and polyandry. One is multiple wives and one is multiple husbands.
So like are Mormons one type and then like
they're typically polygamy.
Or not Mormons, I shouldn't say that, but you know what I mean. Like I'm talking big love Mormon, the kind that that.
Yeah,
I don't mean
you just stereotype.
I'm sorry.
Maybe we'll just cut that out of the show.
I'm sorry.
Anyway, polyandry isn't talked about a lot, but there are some countries that do that. But in some countries, it's only okay if a woman marries brothers. I know, right? Yeah, that just changed the game right there. Yeah. Anyway, and then of course we've all heard of polygyny, which is the custom of plural wives, which if you are so awesome like me, you've seen Big Love.
Yeah, you're a fan of Big Love. It kind of lost me. I liked the first season or so.
And look, Nikki actually looks kind of hot there.
You fail.
I know. I totally failed on my zoom in.
Yeah, that's all right. The better type of zoom is if you use this key and the plus key. No, this key, the super key it's called.
Look, I'm learning.
There you go.
Hey, sweet.
That's way better.
There we go. So anyway, like 2 months ago, I had a dream that I was Barb. And Barb is...
Whoa, really? Did I know this?
Yes, I told you.
Oh, okay.
Barb is... Oh,
see, you can't click that.
Apparently. Is the one right next to Chris's face. And anyway, my dream was that I left my sister wives, is what they call them, for a polyamory relationship, which is defined as actually, I don't have a definition. It actually doesn't have a specific definition. But basically, the gist of it is typically a married couple can have relationships outside the marriage as long as everybody is aware of everybody.
So in this dream, you left where it was just one husband to a situation where there was multiple wives' husbands.
I had a husband and a lover.
Oh, wow. Well, see, now here's the main issue I'd have in that situation is that sounds like a dream for real, because like the chat room saying is more than one spouse. I mean, one spouse is right now, that's a handful.
Yeah, no, it's a lot to process, and there are a lot of emotions involved. The book I'm reading is called The Ethical Slut, and there are a lot of points in there. I just can't. I'm like, wow.
And stuff you never thought of.
Yeah, and things I have thought of, but. Yeah. Anyway, you'd have to read it and look forward to a future faux show that will be all over the topic.
Wow.
So those are some of the things. Polyamory, that's the official icon for it.
It's
logo.
adorable.
It is kind of adorable. But this is what a lot of people think that people in polyamory relationships that they sleep around a lot and that it's all about sex, but it's not. It's about, relationships and being supported and relieving the pressure of your significant married spouse. Like Chris is really busy all the time.
That's true. I am.
Do you see where I'm going? No,
are you saying well, that just sounds like a girlfriend or a boyfriend.
It is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you don't marry multiple people.
Oh, okay.
Polyamory.
I gotcha.
I mean, you could claim that you have two husbands and not actually be married to both of them, but
I see. Right. Okay. Yeah. So marriage is just sort of not really a thing in that kind of. Or do you still have one marry and then just boyfriends and girlfriends?
Yeah, you typically have one stable, permanent relationship, or as permanent as a relationship can be. I mean,
sounds like a ground for trouble.
Yeah. There's trouble, that's for sure. All right. Well, anyway, and then there is the next word is polyarchy.
Is that like a structured poly relationship?
No.
There's a hierarchy.
It is a government ruled by many persons.
Oh, okay. Well, that's not what I was thinking of at all.
Yeah, no. And Robert A. Dahl in I forgot what year, 59, I think. Oi. I don't have it in my notes. I think it says on that. Well, anyway. Yeah. He wrote about it. And it's a form of government in which power is vested in 3 or more persons. So 3 or more. This form of government was first implemented in the United States and was gradually adopted by many other countries. In the United States, the term, and then I have this as a side note, because a lot of people have heard of anarchy. So I just wanted to put out the definition of that while we're talking about polyarchy. The term anarchy typically is meant to refer to a society without a publicly enforced government or violently enforced political authority.
Anarchy.
Yeah. So, anyway, the next one.
So you're saying the United States is poly?
Well, I don't know actually if it currently is. If you consider the different branches as persons.
Mars Base in the chat room says 1972.
Oh, okay. No, not the day that the book was published. It was when that doesn't sound right, like the right date. But anyway, the next word is
Peppy suggests that having different wives and girlfriends is kind of like having different sandwiches every day of the week. Yeah, it's true. I do like sandwiches.
All right, so the next thing that came to my mind when I thought of poly words was poli-sci, right? Which you hear in college. Yeah. It's not actually PLLY, but anyway, it's political science. And SciBite has been covering a lot of political science. I heard it mentioned last night in the show. But anyway, it's a study of governments, public policies, and political processes, systems, and political behavior. And cue plug for Unfilter.
Oh, okay. We have a new show coming up called Unfilter, and it's going to be starting in a couple of weeks, and it'll probably be covering some topics like this.
Yep. All right. Let's see. So let's... It's also subfields include political theory, political philosophy, political ideology, political economy, policy studies and analysis, comparative politics, international relations, and a host of related fields. The next item that I know everybody will be familiar with.
Oh, that's true. It does. Unfiltered does have a mystery co-host.
Oh, really?
I never thought about that.
Who? Oh, am I the co-host of Unfiltered?
No. I'll give you a hint,
sorry,
it's not
Soul Knife.
Soul
You're
Knife.
not.
I'll give you a hint. It's not Soul Knife.
Yeah. All right. Polygons.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Right? Many sides.
My video games are filled with them.
Yep. And apparently many means more than two. Right? Because with the... Because there's a triangle on here, which is 3 sides. And then earlier with the polyarchy, it was 3 or more persons.
That's all interesting. I'm still thinking about the poly relationship stuff. That stuff is... I mean, this stuff is all boring.
I know. That's why I put it first.
I see.
But I have something kind of funny at the end.
Okay. All right.
So stick around.
All right. I'll hold on for it.
All right. So here's polymorphic, which is having many forms. And it was hard to find a picture of this, but this is kind of close. This is a chair that has many forms. I think there was another picture.
That'd actually probably be pretty comfortable. I visited a wood shop
so.
that made furniture out of wood, and it was exceptionally comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
If it's all about how it's carved.
Up north?
Yeah, in McConnor.
That way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So yeah, that is really neat. And yeah, it might be fun to lay on.
I don't know about that one in particular, but the one where it was all smooth. Oh, okay, your face. Wow.
All right.
Wow.
Next is polynomial, which is another, school one, but it's the sum of 2 or more. And the only picture I have for this is this.
Okay, two thought bubbles or 2 shout bubbles.
Yeah, adding 2 thought bubbles there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, Mars Base says, yay, math.
Okay, all right. I mean, so far you don't have my heart and mind captured as much, but I'm ready for... actually, these ones actually look kind of interesting. Maybe I should shut up and let you talk about them.
Well, this is actually the last one.
That one?
Yeah.
That one out of all of them sounds the most interesting to me.
Okay.
Okay, I did not expect that. I'll be honest.
Here we go.
Polyatheist. There are hundreds of gods I don't believe in. Wow. I
found that the other day,
what you did
and
there.
I thought it was kind of funny.
I see what you did there.
Oh, Willie says X plus Y equals Z is a polynomial. Hey, Gene Marciniak is here.
Hey, Gene. Good to have you.
Yeah. No Pokemon.
Gene
That's
would
not a
probably like to
polyword.
know that we now have an HLS stream that is handy for streaming on your iDevice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Very
I
nice.
know he likes to watch on his Apple TV.
All right. Let's see. I need to...
Well, all right. So you've just recently started this after the show thing where you're Minecrafting.
Yep.
Now, we're not putting that in this show.
No.
But are you going to post it online?
I am, and I am editing it myself.
So what we'll need to do is maybe we could put a link in the show notes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, do you want to pull up that video and we can play the intro that I made?
Oh my goodness!
And I will give credit where credit is due.
I'll see if I can find it. No guarantees.
Okay, while
I don't know the
that,
internet very well.
Remember that you can sign up for... There we go. Jupiter Signal, bit.ly/Jupiter Signal. And... get our monthly newsletter, which includes extra stuff about shows and timeline cover picture request. If you want to sew together some pictures of
that would be awesome.
Jupiter Broadcasting shows or people or whatevers.
We need a profile because they're doing
that.
that new stupid timeline thing on Facebook that looks like butt.
Yeah, it does look like butt, but we're forced into it on March 30th. So anyway, email me a picture. You can get our paleo update there and some other things. The wiki.
All right, I got your video ready. So
okay.
Ange did her first editing job on this Minecraft video that she did of her after show gameplay. And so all right, here it is, the world debut.
Yay. And this picture.
Whoa, dude. Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa, I didn't know you were going to talk over. You threw me off.
Well, okay, this picture this picture of me is a picture I took but was remastered by the real awesome sauce.
Your face.
I've been growing mushrooms on the side here, and then using pistons and levers to push the mushroom.
That's all you got? All right, okay, all right.
Well,
Well,
yeah, I think. Anyway, that was just the start of it. And then, it ended up being really laggy and I had to stop. But tonight we're going to look for diamonds.
Whoa.
And I'm not sure how fast I'll get these turned around because I am still a noob at editing, but what?
Peppy says the new Facebook is off the chain.
All right. Well, anyway, send in your FauxShow awards. Let's see, what is it? The thing you most wanted as a kid but never got.
Try not to make it a downer.
Yeah, well, no, I'm not getting any downers. I've actually had 2. I got everything as a kid. So, I know, right? Right? Okay. Anyway, send me a picture and a brief description and your IRC nick to Angela@JupiterBroadcasting.com. Mine was Barbies. I never had a single Barbie growing up. And I am telling you, Abby will have every single Barbie there is. Yes. And all the little shoes. And I'm going to play Barbies with her. Wait, let me help you.
Yeah, jeez. All right.
The award show is always the second Wednesday of the month, and so that means in April, it is April 11th.
Wow.
Yep. Oh, and don't miss the Linux Action Show this Sunday.
Yeah, definitely. We have a special episode planned.
Yep. All right. Well, that is it for this episode of The Faux Show. We will see you next week. Don't forget, you can catch recent episodes of The Faux Show on JupiterBroadcasting.com/Faux Show. Also, get them on demand in the iTunes store. Search for Faux Show.